ಎಕ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಹಭಾಗಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ್ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಕಟಿಸಿದೆ. ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ್ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಬಳಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕರ ಆಹಾರ ಪದ್ಧತಿಗಳ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅರಿವು ಮೂಡಿಸುವ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುವ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ಉಪಕ್ರಮವಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ಉಪಕ್ರಮದ ಮೂಲಕ ಎಕ್ರೋಫ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಆಂಧ್ರಪ್ರದೇಶ ಮತ್ತು ತೆಲಂಗಾಣದ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಗರ್ಭಿಣಿಯರು ಮತ್ತು ಹಾಲುಣಿಸುವ ತಾಯಂದಿರು ಸೇರಿದಂತೆ 30 ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳ 5 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಫಲಾನುಭವಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಲುಪುವ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದೆ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ಸಮುದಾಯ-ಆಧಾರಿತ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು, ಶಾಲಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರಗಳು, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಾಮಗ್ರಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಪರಿಕರಗಳನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಜಾಗೃತಿಯನ್ನು ಹರಡುವ ಮತ್ತು ನಡವಳಿಕೆಯ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಉತ್ತೇಜಿಸುವ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದೆ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 30, 2024. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಆಂಧ್ರಪ್ರದೇಶ ಮತ್ತು ತೆಲಂಗಾಣ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಕೊರತೆಯ ಅಸ್ವಸ್ಥತೆಗಳ ಐಡಿಡಿ ನಿರ್ಣಾಯಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಗುರಿಯಾಗಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕರ ಆಹಾರ ಪದ್ಧತಿಯನ್ನು ಉತ್ತೇಜಿಸುವ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಹಯೋಗದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಈ ಉಪಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿದೆ. 30 ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಸೇವನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮತೋಲಿತ ಪೋಷಣೆಯ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮೂಡಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಗರ್ಭಿಣಿಯರು, ಹಾಲುಣಿಸುವ ತಾಯಂದಿರನ್ನು ತಲುಪುವ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಸಮಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಉನ್ನತ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಚಿವರಾದ ಎಂ.ಸಿ. ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಕ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ನ ಸ್ಟೇಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆನ್ಸೀಸ್ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಣಾಧಿಕಾರಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಅನುಜ್ ರುಸ್ತಗಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿದ್ದರು. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಐಜಿಡಿ ಶಾಂತನು ಶರ್ಮಾ, ಮೆದುಳಿನ ಹಾನಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬುದ್ಧಿಮಾಂದ್ಯತೆಯು ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಕೊರತೆಯಿಂದ ಉಂಟಾಗುವ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಅಸ್ವಸ್ಥತೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ದೈಹಿಕ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗೆ, ಚಯಾಪಚಯ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಯ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಅಗತ್ಯವಿದೆ. ಗರ್ಭಿಣಿ ಮತ್ತು ಶುಶ್ರೂಷಾ ತಾಯಂದಿರಿಗೆ ಇದು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿದೆ, ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಕೊರತೆಯಿಂದ ಗರ್ಭಪಾತ ಮತ್ತು ಭ್ರೂಣಗಳ ಸಾವಿಗೆ ಕಾರಣವಾಗಬಹುದು.
Healthy eating practices among the vulnerable and the marginalized population that includes pregnant women, lactating mothers, adolescents, that's children, boys and girls, and also to enable our frontline workers like Asha workers and Anganwadi workers about how to counsel these children about the consumption of iodine. In our specific objectives that I've just mentioned, that we'll be doing all these activities, we will ensure that we reach out to communities, the marginalized communities, through various approaches. For example, we are going to conduct education sessions with the community with the help of flipbooks. We are going to reach out to school teachers and the frontline workers with the training module. We are going to reach out to the husbands and the mothers-in-law of these women because they are the ones who are going to buy vegetables, the salt and other iodine sources from the market.
The program will focus on assessing knowledge and behavior gaps, based on which it will further reach out to the most vulnerable groups such as children, pregnant women, lactating mothers, including their families. We will reach them at their schools and through the help of our frontline health workers. The program also aims to train educators to promote behavior change in order to promote iodine intake and healthier food habits, aligning with ITC's credo of Sab Saath Saath Rahe. With the launch of Aashirvad Smart India program, we strive to foster healthier communities and make significant contributions toward tackling iodine deficiency disorders.
What are the causes of iodine deficiency disorders? Iodine is very commonly found in soil and water. It is usually iodine is rich in sea water, we say, and most of the coastal states and coastal districts will have good iodine content in the soil and water. And it can be seen in other parts of the country or other parts of the land also, but it is rich in coastal areas. So, if the iodine content is less in soil and water, there can be iodine deficiency disorders. A few decades before in India, we were seeing these iodine deficiency disorders in Himalayan regions, which is very far from coastal areas. And some of the northeastern states, it was a major public health problem. That it was also seen in other parts of the country, in some pockets of the coastal region also, but comparatively it was more seen in the areas away from the coastal region. So, if that area has less iodine in the soil and in the water, it can make people prone for iodine deficiency disorders. And lack of iodine in diet as the previous speakers told, iodine is found in soil and water, hence it is also seen in the vegetables grown in those soil, and also pulses, cereals and milk, because the cattle consume the grass from the soil. So it is also seen in milk and other food items. So if it is lacking in the diet, it can lead to iodine deficiency disorders. And also inadequate supplementation, I mean, if it is not covered properly with the universal salt iodization. So universally keeping all these problems in mind, government has taken a massive step to iodize, universally iodize the salt which is available to consumers. Okay, most of the salt we buy from the shops is iodized, but we have, it is not 100% yet.
So I would say, I would bring it to their notice, since I would already mentioned to the school education minister. So I would convey the importance of the program what we have launched to both the notices of Women and Child and School Education, as well as our Minister for Health and Family Welfare. I think they need to support you in a big way, because when you approach the respective deputy directors of public instructions, they have to support in the district. When we go towards, as it is, you can approach the private managements, but when it comes to the government system, where the actual issue is there, where the poor students, people who come from the poor background, where they have the very bad conditions at home, where they are not being able to get the best possible dietary supplements. So I think it's a very well thought of program. And since Dr. Amsa has shown us what are the problems what we face in terms of deficiency of iodine, I think it is the responsibility of all of us who are aware about the ill effects and the serious nature of long-term damage which is going to create on one's life, because we are all blessed with everything. But there are people amongst us, for their no fault, they are crippled in life. So it's a very sad thing when we look at them. It is not their mistake, but unfortunately they have to suffer throughout their life. So I think this sort of awareness programs which has been initiated by ITC and Institute for Global Development in the name of Aashirvad Smart India, I think it's a wonderful program, and I feel by default I've come to a very good, wonderful, meaningful program. So I feel it's my honor to launch this program. I wish you all the best, and I hope ITC is going to take much more initiatives like this, because ITC is Indian Tobacco Company.